Alright, what's going on everybody, Gino here, and today's video is going to be episode 2 of EA Skate 3 Spot Battle Runs. And I have 3 different runs for you guys with 3 different maps. And I have one friend helping me out throughout this whole entire video, so big thanks to my friend Mstifye. His channel link is in the description below. I believe it's the same exact name as his gamer tag. But anyways, the first map is going to be the Carvatron. It's located right there on the challenge map. If you guys did not see that, just rewind the video and go check that out. But anyways, the first couple of runs are, well, basically all 3 of these runs are going to be in the same place but just going different directions. Now notice how he uses his dart catches and the ramps around him to get more speed and gain speed and keep his speed throughout the whole entire time he's doing his run. Now the first run is going to be straight, just straight over the stairs. He just takes one push and begins his trick stuff, like his line and whatever. Yeah, whatever you guys want to call it, trick lining, dart catches. I'm just going to call it his line, I guess. So as you see, he's doing his line, and he makes a quick right once he enters the bowl, and he uses this side of the, or the inside of this ramp to his advantage to get more speed and turn around and go back straight back to the place that he came in from. And then he's going to use that part right here to get speed to go this way. So as you can see throughout this whole entire video, he's going to be doing the same exact stuff, but again just going different ways. And you're going to see how each way that you do, or each way that you go, helps you in different ways. So again, use whatever you like to your own capability of you doing tricks, which way you like, which way you prefer from the other 2 runs. Now there are many other runs that people do, like I believe there's a vert run on here too you could do, but these are the most 3 common runs. Like each map has 3 of the most common runs. But anyways, this run right here, you just make a quick right, and again you go to the right, the same way that you went the first time, but this time you're not jumping over the staircase and then entering the bowl a different way. And again, he uses the same little side of the ramp to get more speed, just to go back to the same way that he came in from, again, just like the old run that he did in the beginning, the first run. And he goes basically the same exact way, but again, it's just the beginning that's different. Now again, there's a reason for this being. Each run is different, each run helps you in different ways. So again, if you guys use your different ways, your own personal ways. I know some people at the beginning just turn around like all the way to the complete 180 and just goes the other way. But again, this is the 3 main runs that everybody uses nowadays. But anyways, this is the 3rd run. The 3rd one is going to be going to the left, I believe. So the minute the round starts up, you go to the right and then you make your way to the left instead of going to the right. So this run, you just basically go all the way to the left, as you can see, and he uses the little hill to the advantage of helping him get more speed. And again, you need to be really consistent with your tricks, guys, and landing them clean. If you're not landing them clean, you're not gonna have a really good run throughout your run, I guess you can say, because it's not gonna help you land. Like, you need to land clean to keep your speed, to keep your tricks going, keep your line going, or you're not. None of it is gonna count. All right, guys. But that's basically it for the first map. The second map, I believe, is gonna be Magic Rails, and then the map after that is gonna be Alleytown. Alleytown Alley, I believe it's called. But again, in case you guys forgot about the last video, I said this before, that all these scores that he's getting, of course he's trying, he's playing the game and trying to get high scores, but he could have got way higher scores than he tried if we kept playing the maps and stuff like that. But I tell all my people that help me make this video, don't worry about your scores. I'm just worried about the run. So if you do a good run and you hit a decent score like he's hitting throughout this whole entire video, then you shouldn't worry about the runs, or you shouldn't worry about the score, because you can get a higher score if you do it right. But anyways, the first run right here on this map is going to be straight off the whole entire edge right here. He just basically jumped off the whole edge and just basically did a whole bunch of late dart catches and late kick flips. And now he's basically going to make his way around this little ramp right there that he just passed. And he's going to use the quarter pipe as an advantage to help him gain more speed. And as you see, when he's doing this run, he's going to keep on using the sides of the ramps around him to get more speed and help him basically continue his run. So again, use that to your advantage. Don't not use it and just keep going straight, because you're not going to have a good run. You're going to lose a lot of speed throughout the run that you're using. And again, he hit a pretty decent score, but again, you can hit better than what he hit right there if you're having a way better drop when you first drop in, or if you have a way better line than he's doing right there. But again, the second run, I believe, is called the vert run. you can just, the minute you spawn, you're just gonna get off your board and then turn around and land into the little ramp behind you. Alright, so out here he turns around and he just drives off the edge and just does his tricks into the bowl. And if you guys don't know how to do vert, I have a tutorial up, and right here in the middle you could do the 540 360 inward heel flip glitch just to get way more score, but he did not do it. And then if you're losing your speed, if you're losing your tricks, you think that you're not going high enough, you could always just turn to the right, like he did, or to the left, excuse me, what he did right there, and just basically continue your run by doing dart catches. Now, many people call it dart catching or trick lining, like there's many names for what he's doing right there throughout this whole entire video, so I'm just gonna call it dart catches or line, but you can call it whatever you want. Many people call it trick lining, but there's many names for trick lining now, like that crazy stuff when you're doing off the ramps and doing flips and stuff, like what Albert claims that he found or whatever. But anyways, this is the third run. This run is going to be called the tunnel run. I named this run the tunnel run just because you basically going under the tunnel behind you. So the minute you spawn, you want to get off your board just like the vert run and land into the ramp, or basically land in front of the ramp like right here. But you can only do that if you're on easy. So the first run and the third run are on easy, but all these runs can be done on normal except from the first and the third. Alright, so the first and the third has to be done on easy, and the second run can be done on normal or easy. I'm not too sure about hardcore, maybe if you land in the bowl correctly, but yeah. Anyways, this one right here, he's basically making his way all the way down to the end, and then he makes a left. You can make a right as well, but he just picked to go to the left because he's playing on, I believe, regular or goofy, I'm not too sure. But again, this is the tunnel run, and he got a pretty decent score right there, but it did not count just because of challenge. So he got a 20, I mean, he had a 35, but it did not count because he was on challenge complete. But anyways, third map and the final map is going to be on this map right here, Alley Town Alley, I believe it's called, Alley Town Alley, something like that. But anyways, this run has 3 different runs. Like I said, it has a 1 push run, 2 push run, and a hop on run, just like on Naval Assault on my old video. But this map is kind of tricky. Many people do not know this, but when you're doing your line, like right here, like you take 2 pushes and continue your line. Do not land your trick until you pass the first arrow. So right here, once you pass that first arrow, then you land your trick. Again, I will be saying that throughout this whole entire video, and each different run. And as you pass this little brown line going down this little hill, do not drop your line or do not drop your manual, because it's not going to count any of your score. So the minute you drop your score, it's going to count. Alright guys, so just keep that in the back of your head. And he had a pretty decent score, and I'm going to say it throughout this whole entire video. It's 2 more runs. I'm going to say where to land your tricks, where to not land your tricks. Alright guys, so this map is really tricky because you have to land your tricks after the first arrow or up to the first little gap that I'm going to be showing you guys when you first go. So the second run is going to be the 1 push run. Now, again, this is all up to your personal preference on what you guys like. If you guys like doing the second run, then you guys can do the first run, second run, or third run. It's up to you guys on what you guys prefer. But as you see right here, when he slows down, like this area right here, that's when you want to land your trick. Like right where he landed, that's where you want to drop your trick. Alright guys, excuse me, I just had to burp. But anyways, right when he passes that little brown line right there, do not drop your line, or it's not gonna work out for you. It's not gonna count. Alright guys, but anyways, again, challenge complete, and he hit a pretty decent score. I believe the first run, the 1 push run, this run right here, this past second run, does not get you as much points, just because it's a lot more slower. I personally prefer the hop on run or the 2 push run, but it's up to you guys. And the third run, again, is going to be the same exact stuff as the first and second, but again, you're getting off your board and running into a manual. So again, he spawns, he gets off his board, he runs, jumps, lands in the manual, and keeps on going. Do not drop your score until you pass that arrow. So right there, you passed the arrow, he dropped it, and now he keeps on going. Right here, you can drop it as much time as you want until you see this little brown hill thing right here, that little brown line with the hill. Do not drop your line once you pass that line. Well, do not drop your line once you pass that line. I know it sounds pretty funny, but just don't, because it's not going to count. Alright guys, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment and subscribe, and again, don't forget to subscribe to my friend right here in this video for putting all this hard work into this video. And until next time, see you guys real soon. Peace out.